Let's dive right in. We're going to start tonight in the SEC, where Kentucky picked up a huge win at Arkansas. No Casey Wallace, no Severe Wheeler, apparently no problem. Rob, we've spent all year saying we buy Arkansas's ceiling. It's going to come together in March. They're a team you don't want to see in your bracket. That's not the team we saw today. Are you officially out on Arkansas after today's result?
No, I am not officially out on Arkansas. I still buy the idea of getting in on a team that has the amount of NBA talent that they have. Anthony Black is still there. Nick Smith is still there. Jordan Walsh is still there. Devo Davis is going to be there if he doesn't get thrown out of the game again. And Ricky Council is still there. I like the pieces that they have. Every time I watch them play, I just wonder why you're getting a combined 30 minutes out of the Mitchell twins. I just don't understand how you have a team that already can't really shoot, right? And you just got big guys in there that clog up the paint and get in the way and take up the space that you want to be able to have for your drivers. I don't get it. It doesn't make sense to me, but I'll tell you what, man. That performance from Antonio Reeves really, really stood out on a night when there is no point guard anywhere to be found on that Kentucky roster, right? We had CJ Frederick running the point for a little while, right? We have a dude, Therio. I don't even know how to pronounce his last name. We have him running the point out there. We'll get to know him next year. The kid's going to be good. But Antonio Reeves steps up 37 points on the road.
He's not going to play next year with Dillingham and DJ Wagner coming in. So
whatever it is, the story of that game is Antonio Reeves, 37 points, 17 shots in Bud Walton Arena. And that place was a cauldron. That was an ugly game. It was not pretty, but man, that was really
you know what the story of the game was? You know what the story of the game was? John Calipari out-coaching Eric Musselman.
Oh.
That was the story of the game. That was the story of the game. Because the first time around, in most games, you would say Muss is the better X's and O's guy. Like you said, Cal didn't have a point guard. And Arkansas and Muss could not exploit it. That was the shocking part of all this.
Yeah, and especially from a team, like they kind of pride themselves on their defense, Arkansas, this year, right? They're kind of like, look, we're going to be able to win with our defense. We got enough guys that can get it done offensively. And yeah, that's a good point. I didn't even think about that, right? I was so worried I was so focused on watching Antonio Reeves come off of these screens and hit these ridiculous shots. They're running them off of ball screens. He had a couple really nice passes. And you know what else they did? Oscar Tshiebwe didn't do much. He had 12 and 9 at the half. He had 4 rebounds in the second half, didn't score a single point. The reigning National Player of the Year didn't score a single point. And Kentucky went on the road into Bud Walton Arena and got a win. Look, they needed that. You know, more than anything else, it's a confidence boosting win that's going to have them trending in the right direction after a tough loss to a Vandy team that is one of the hottest teams in the SEC.
Now, both of you guys are no stranger to a good head coach hot seat conversation. I was a part of these. There were plenty of them in December about this Kentucky team. Jeff, did we jump on Cal a little too early? Did we condemn him? Did we put him in the grave before we should have?
We motivated him. That's what we did to John Calipari. I take credit for the turnaround of Kentucky because the column I wrote in which he should part ways motivated him. It's got him working again. It's got him grinding again. So, Cal, send me my flowers. I deserve them. I listen, I'm taking all the credit, all of it.
Of course you are. That's your MO. That's what you do. I don't think that we were wrong to criticize him the amount that we criticized him, right? Because he was not doing a good job. Flat out, point blank, period. He was not doing a good job coaching a team that has these guys on it. He was not playing the right rotations. He was not getting the right guys out there. He couldn't figure out that the best lineup at the time, so with those 2 shooters and Casey Wallace and a wing and a big, right? He couldn't get there until Severe Wheeler got injured. But since that's happened, he's found the right rotations. He's pushed the right buttons. And 2, he's got these guys playing with confidence. And like 90% of being a coach is making sure that you have your guys believing that where you're going to put them on the floor is going to work. And it wasn't working at the start of the season, and now it is. So that's the one thing I do think Cal has never really had an issue with, was kind of playing like coach psychologist and getting into the players' brains and getting them motivated and getting them bought in. And I mean, I said it before, I'll say it again. I think he's done a very, very good job over the course of the last 2 months with this team. You got to give credit when it's due. He's done a great job.
Yeah, it's a tale of 2 seasons for Cal, but hard not to be impressed with the way that team has turned it around.
Hey guys, just a reminder, our sponsor for today's episode is Run Your Pool. They are hosting the Field of 68 Bracket Challenge. This year, they are giving away $1,500 in free prizes. It's all an incentive for you to get on there and find out just how good their platform is. I've been using them for my bracket pools for years. I've used them for Super Bowl squares. I use them for everything that I need to use them for. The biggest survivor pool that I'm in for both NFL and NCAA tournament is by Run Your Pool. So go check them out. The link's below. Tap in.